Welcome back. We continue getting you the exclusive pictures as Times Now and the team there being the only channel on the spot to get you the exclusive pictures of the deforestation drive that was carried out at the behest of the Telangana government. What the green cover looked like before and what does it look like now, and why the exercise was immediately halted by the Supreme Court of India. This is a drive days after the Telangana government began clearing large tracts of the Kanchal Gachibowli forested area near the University of Hyderabad. The Supreme Court came down heavily on the state government. The top court took serious note of the large-scale tree felling in the area and has now directed the state government to halt further deforestation immediately. The Supreme Court has now put the onus on the Chief Secretary of Telangana that the order is followed in letter and spirit. Let's in the meantime get you this ground report where the Hyderabad deforestation drive that was carried out and a mega on-ground investigation that has now been carried out by Team Times Now. And we are the only channel there on the ground at the spot where the deforestation drive was carried out. Earlier, there were pictures of green cover, the entire area there where there was wildlife that was thriving. And in a stark contrast, you can see barren land, nothing but JCBs that were previously present, and large acres or large amount of area land that has now been destroyed after several hundreds of trees that were cut in this drive that was taken up by the state government. However, the Supreme Court has said in an interim report submitted by the Telangana High Court that showed alarming picture of deforestation drive, and stop all activity is the direct order that came in from the Supreme Court of India.
We are right now reporting from the 400 acres of land, and if I could show you the peacock here. See, it's the peacock here, peacock running there. So this clearly shows that this place is the this is the home for the several species. So we can clearly see the peacock there. If I could show the peacock running there. So there, if you could see the peacock there, exactly. So we just spotted 2 peacocks here, several trees brought down by the government, and this is the situation inside this 400 acres of land. So this place is the home for several species, birds, deers, peacocks, snakes. So we have spotted several things, and several trees were brought down. We could also clearly see here several trees brought down by the authorities. However, after Supreme Court's wrap, immediately even the JCBs which were parked here, bulldozers parked here, all of those have been withdrawn, immediately moved out. So we have just spotted a peacock here inside this land. So this is how we can clearly see how trees were brought down, how leveling up work took place here in this land. So we are right now seeing the situation here in the 400 acres of land. So that entire area is 400 acres of land being claimed by the government, and several trees brought down, and the work continued here for many days. And I would just show some visuals from this place, some shots. So this is over 2,000 acre campus, and if we could see several trees brought down, leveling up work took place. So there. So entire in this place, the leveling of work took place.
Well, Somit is joining us live with that exclusive report that was just filed, and you can see as far as when it comes to the drive, the deforestation drive that was carried out, and what exactly is now left behind, just large swaths of barren land. Isn't it, Somit? What all have you witnessed, if you can give us in a short summary as far as this drive that was carried out and was immediately halted first by the High Court and then by the Supreme Court?
Well, you see, after state government has won this land, 400 acres of land, which is, located inside the University of Hyderabad premises, and right now we are reporting from the entrance of this university. So around 2 kilometers away from this spot, from where we are standing, is located this 400 acres of land. So there they have won it, and there is also another entrance into that land. So immediately after the government has taken decision that they will be auctioning this land, they will be inviting private players for the real estate, and immediately after that, massive action was seen on the ground. Bulldozers, JCBs rolled in, and they started cutting down the trees, and also several people were seen, using several equipment, using the cutting, to cut trees. And however, after that, the HC, because the Veta Foundation has approached the HC, and later they have also sought urgent hearing, and High Court has heard the matter. And day before yesterday, High Court has given oral orders stating that till yesterday, no work should be continued. However, there are several videos surfaced, and there were several allegations from the opposition parties, and even videos were seen where people were seen continuing the cutting process, and felling took place even yesterday, day before yesterday evening, is what even the opposition parties have alleged. And we today tried to go to the spot, and we went there. We tried to see, because there were several rumors, allegations, and several people claimed that
as many reactions as possible. Mr. N.V. Subhash is connected with us from the BJP side. So good morning to you. What do you make of this drive, the deforestation drive that has been affected? And we have been getting the ground reports exclusively. Our team is right there on the very spot. And why exactly is that you believe that the Supreme Court had to come down heavily on the state government to immediately stop the drive?
See, we have seen your team, they are doing a story. And then because of the presence of the media here, it has been made aware to the people of this, the country, that how Revant Reddy's government is making so much of deforestation, and then making, the land, taking the land into their account and then selling. They wanted to sell because the financial crisis of the state is so dry. It's impossible for them to honor, the commitments what they have made earlier during the elections. All said and done, the Supreme Court has given a very good the judgment, saying that it has to be stopped, and that because this place is so well connected with roads, just infrastructure on that, and there is so much of lung space in that. The species, the animals, the deer, the tortoise, all that environmental connection. People who really appreciate about the forest, about the environment, they don't want this to be destroyed. And Revant Reddy's government has been given a slap on the face today, because from past 15 months, whatever schemes he has been introducing, especially so many land cases like the Pharma City, the Future City, the Lagacharla land, and Hydra, and ultimately this land about the 400 acres. It is creating so much of issue to the people of Telangana, that why Revant Reddy's government is so adamant in taking the lands which is supposed to belong to the people of Telangana. And during the election time, he did not inform people, or he did not announce that he will sell lands, and then that money will be given to the popular schemes, or the schemes which he has just announced. He said he's going to make industries come here, and he is going to generate the funds for the benefit of the people.
But Mr.
instead
Subhash,
of that,
the Telangana government has decided now to form a panel, a committee. They believe that ministers would be a part, and they would be reaching out to the relevant stakeholders to find a solution. They have been blaming the opposition of gaining political mileage, which is the BRS and the BJP, from a student protest.
Ma'am, I'll just tell you one example, that Hyderabad Central University is such a prestigious university. From different parts of the country, different parts of the world, they'll just come. And then they are doing the research. Many PhD scholars, they are not so stupid enough to fall into the prey of political parties. Because political parties came later. Because of deforestation. We came to know later. So it is baseless allegation, because there are no other go for the Revant Reddy's government, just other than blame the BJP.
Right,
and there is a NSUA students wing also. They're also supporting the students. The staff has come. The people who are working in HCU, they have come.
Well, we've seen the cries of the students there, the activists, and including the cries of the wildlife as well. Many of those videos that went viral of the deforestation drive and the presence of heavy machinery when it was being carried out. Thank you very much, Mr. N.V. Subhash, for joining us. Your point of view is appreciated. Krishank Mane is also connected with us. Krishank, what do you make of the Supreme Court coming down heavily? It took 2 courts to actually stop the exercise of deforestation that was carried out at the behest of the state government of Telangana.
Well, definitely justice has prevailed with Supreme Court intervening this, taking this suo moto, because it has become entire nation versus the Revant Reddy government. Because time and again, they tried to tarnish the image instead of dealing, instead of understanding the students, the activists' issue, instead of understanding the environmental concerns. First in assembly, Revant Reddy insulted the students by calling them foxes. He said that there are no deers, there are only some foxes who are making this issue political, number one. Till date, the BRS being the prime opposition party, we did not even go towards the University of Hyderabad campus because we know that Revant Reddy will make it political. First, they said that there is no forest at all. Now, the High Court Registrar has clearly given a written report to Supreme Court that the High Court Registrar himself yesterday saw the peacocks, he saw the deer, he saw the species, he saw the wildlife, and he also saw the cut down trees there. That itself explains. And then it is hilarious now that the Congress government, one, they say this is political and this is managed by the opposition party, BRS, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Right. How can someone manage students or environmental activists and more so towards the Supreme Court?
Well, not only the pictures that have been submitted, but our ground report exclusively have been showing the pictures of how after the deforestation drive, which has been halted midway, how does, when it comes to the area of the campus now currently looks like. Krishank, thank you very much for joining in. This is how the BJP and the BRS have been